Give her a Viking funeral on a scale model of the Belgrano.
Maybe the thing is...
It's not upsetting because this is, you know, Margaret Thatcher, whatever you think of her, lived in that house for 11 years. And now Gordon Brown has been there for, what, 4 months? They met, this is true, in the Thatcher room. Yeah. It's called the Thatcher room. That's got to hurt. They're sitting at... This is the Thatcher room. I bloody know that. I'm Thatcher. And then he took her on a tour of her own house.
This all on the same day when Saatchi's got given the advertising campaign for the Labour Party. Saatchi's famous for the 1979 campaign, Labour isn't working. So presumably they've just dusted that down, crossed out the isn't, put is, and gone, how about that? The other one apparently that they did was not Flash, but Gordon.
Just Gordon, isn't it?
Yeah, what a wonderful campaign that is, you know. Not merciless, but Ming. You can see them all coming out. You know. Oh, yeah. Not camp, but David.
I think his slogan should be, I'm a slightly different type of...
Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask Hugh to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features the Duke of Edinburgh.
Oh, a bloody royal visit. Have you seen the bar? Is there a bar? Oh, the bar. It's in here, is it? Oh, just over here. Splendid. Good over the gin. What are you cooking? I tell you what I like to eat. Swan. Love a swan. Golden eagle. I shoot some of them in Balmoral. Mind you, I tell you what you need for that is a shotgun. Yes. Yes, a bloody big one. I say... can I just say, you really do have a terrific pair of norks. They are. My goodness. Yes. I'm sorry to mention them again. But they are magnificent. Are they your own, or... What's this? Oh, Tekken, is it? Oh, lovely, yes. I play this at Sandringham, level 5. I tell you what you have to do. Kick 'em! Kick 'em! That's what you have to do. Oh, dear. No, you balls that up. Oh, look out, it's the fuzz. Yeah. I didn't know it was an osprey. Are you a stripper gam, or... I tell you what I saw earlier. There's a woman in the kitchen who has a terrific pair of norks. Oh, look, lovely, a DVD, yes. Yes, my favourite. Normally I have to go to Holland to buy these. Well, goodbye. Do you want some? Yeah. Yes, well, goodbye. No, I don't know where you've been.
Point there for you! Now we've an exciting new round called Ask the Panel, which ordinary members of ask a question about something in the news this week. Can we have our first question, please? Who wants to come with a question? That gentleman there, please.
Do any of you smoke, and if so, how have you been dealing with the smoking ban?
No, very easily.
I don't smoke, but apparently the big problem with the smoking ban is BO in nightclubs. And I've thought it through, just put Nicorette patches under both armpits. 2 birds, 1 stone. Also, if they need to put a new smell into nightclubs, you've got to select something that everyone likes. Bacon. Those are my ideas.
I did enjoy Charles Kennedy getting done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you obviously knew the dangers of smoking, not so aware of the dangers of sticking your head out of a train going at 125 miles an hour.
I thought Charles Kennedy probably wasn't even smoking. It's probably like just the alcohol in his breath spontaneously combusted. He's probably like a baby dragon at this stage.
I saw something that's great the other day. There was a bloke outside a pub and he had a cagoule on, right, and he was just absolutely slashing it down. Just smoking like that, like a nicotine-obsessed condom. It's fantastic. You think he'd probably just quit at that stage?
That's a really good look for you, by the way.
Thanks so much.
Do more stuff like
that.
Well,
if most people did this, you know, the world would be a happier place. Very difficult. It's very difficult to take something seriously.
Are you talking about...
I want a divorce.
I think you probably get it, actually.
Yeah. How has Blue Peter managed to upset the Tories this week?
Have they changed their name to Red Peter?
They have not.
Have they not?
No, they have not. No.
Is Connie Huck?
It is Connie Huck, yes.
Does she hate him? I don't know.
But you hate it. No.
Yeah, I tell you who doesn't hate Connie Huck. Hey, Dara.
She's a good girl.
Hang on.
Don't mess with the hook.
What does that mean? Do you fancy her?
He dresses up as I've seen him do it. He dresses up as I've seen him.
winks at you.
Kids TV kind of thing, and I quite like... she's getting dissed
Right,
at
so
the
you
moment.
do then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she's...
He loves her, he loves her.
And, no, see...
Look at him squirm.
Have you ever met her, Dara?
I've never met her, no.
Is
you
your-
like to meet her,
Clearly
Dara?
not
Would you
going
like to
happen
sidle
now.
up to her and say, here's something I made earlier?
Dara, does your wife watch this?
Yeah, but she doesn't watch Blue Peter, so I'm all right.
Sticky back plastic.
That actually was just a Blue Peter term. It had no actual gag there. So, no, sorry. You might have just said, shut the dog at that stage. And you know why Blue Peter got grief off the Tories?
Because she did this press conference that was supposedly about how cycling is good, but Ken Livingstone went on about how the Tories are shit, and then it's felt that she was in some way associated with this being a party political press conference when she thought it had been an environmental stroke cycle around press conference, and the BBC apologised in the most sort of pathetic terms to the Tories for having done this, and apparently they have now imposed upon her a new contract where she can't say what she likes anymore. So now Blue Peter presenters no longer have the same human rights as the rest.
Ironically, this week on Blue Peter, they're making a voodoo doll of David Cameron.
See, she's got the perfect opportunity, hasn't she? That bit where they're making a present and they go, send your parents out of the room. She can pretty much say what she likes to children. Send your parents out of the room, we're making an advent calendar. Rebel by killing people and blowing shit up.
That's why you don't work in kids' TV, friend.
The problem was that the Tory councillor believed that was in some way showed that the BBC and Blue Peter were endorsing Ken Livingstone's push for a Lord Mayor of London next year. Do you know the way that Blue Peter viewers, who are aged 8 and 14, are big voters?
Some of them are 8, some of them are 14, some of them around about 35.
35. Don't mess with the hook. Your category is education. The answer is 25 in a row. What is the question?
How many green bottles are standing on Charles Kennedy's windowsill?
For how many years has the UK finished bottom of the Eurovision Song Contest?
How many times has
We won it in 1997, happen to know.
Did we?
So, that shoots you down, my friend.
Would you like to sing us that song, David?
Well, I would, but unfortunately a court order says I mustn't.
Is it how many times has Dara O'Brien cracked one off on Blue Peter?
It was unfair to draw her into a political battle. I was not going to have an obsession with the woman or something.
Can a man not form an unnatural attachment to someone they've never met on the television without it resorting to masturbation jokes? He's just made a little shrine.
Little shrine. And can I point out, stop writing Dara fancies Connie on a piece of paper. I think she's twice been unfairly dragged into political discussions that are not of her doing, and that's what I'm defending here.
I was so shit with girls, though, when I was 18. I was one of those people who sort of hit someone on the arm, because it was a girl I really fancied. And we took her for coffee, and I was sort of sitting next to her.
We took her for coffee?
Well, whatever. No.
There's your error.
No. Anyway, we're having a cup of coffee, and I was about to say, you know, I wanted to say, I really fancy you, I really like you. I didn't know how to do it. So what I did instead was, I had a spoon that I was stirring this coffee with, and I went like, I have no idea why I did it. It's a teaspoon, and I went, I really like you. I hit her on the head with a teaspoon, and instead of, you know, the response which I was expecting was, I really like you too. She went, what do you think that for? She just sort of went down and said, not the way I was hoping.
In other words, you dabbed her with boiling hot water.
I probably splashed